Anybody watching the replay, feel free to hit the fast forward button, 3 to 5 minutes. Let's get it, let's get it. Let's get it, let's get it. I'm gonna let some people get in here, y'all. We're gonna try to have some fun tonight. Yeah. I'm gonna let some people get in here. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Hit the like button when y'all get in here. Yes. Uh-huh. Yeah. Hit the like button when you get in. Yeah. About to get started in a minute. Yeah. Couple more minutes, y'all. Uh-huh. Everybody hit the like button. I'm missing some likes. Yeah. Hit the like button when y'all get in. Yeah. Uh-huh. Give me one more minute. I want to check something. We still good. Let me know if y'all can still hear me. You know? Yeah. All right. Let's get started. I'm pressing play right now.
And they're not looking to settle down or get married. Some of you women, you keep coming online to talk for the sake of talking. I'm not going to talk anymore. Let's get right into the damn video.
Oh boy, here we go with this generation of 43-year-olds something, these 40-year-old sisters. Remember I told you that when me and my friends got around 43, that my career sisters, my friends that had been flight attendants, single doctors and attorneys, hospital administrators, counselors, all of a sudden, I mean, they had been wanting to be married since we were like 19. And all of a sudden we got in our 40s and they were just ripping and getting married left and right. Like I hadn't been in a wedding, period, in my 20s. None in my 30s. When I got my 40s, I was constantly going to Hawaii, going to Cuba, going to Paris.
Okay, I looked at a little bit of this earlier. One thing I want y'all to keep in mind during this is how many so-called friends she has. So I want y'all to picture in your head how many friends she's talking about. Like she said, the doctors, lawyers, politicians, astronauts. I mean, how many friends are we talking about here? And that's a pretty damn prestigious group of friends, you know? And I'm not getting a prestigious vibe from you. I don't know where I want to get started. Like, it's already a red flag if a dude is trying to marry a chick in her 40s. Like, do you have low self-esteem? What's going on? There's no good reason to marry a woman in her 40s. I mean, I would say in her 30s, there's no good reason to marry a woman. And you know what my number is, 23 to 25. After that, it get real motherfucking sketchy for us having a lifelong lasting relationship. So let's just continue.
Started going to these weddings and my friends would be marrying these guys and these guys would just show up and it was just like, and I was thinking, oh, I guess this is what's supposed to happen. You get 40 and then all of the men just get their act together and they come and marry you. Now, most of these men were about 10 years older than my friends. I'm telling you, they were showing.
Well, let's stop it right there real quick.
Okay, yeah, let's stop it right there real quick. Like, it still don't make sense, but if I had to guess, it was definitely going to be older men who are marrying women in their 40s. Now, I still can't make much sense of it. I really can't. But a 53-year-old man with his stuff together, I can't imagine what he was thinking.
She's stating don't get married at 43. So let's tack on 10 years. Most of the men were 10 years older than her friends. So let's say the men are 53, just for keepsakes, okay? Now, let's continue with the video.
Going up with rings and flowers, and they'd be going out of my friends and wearing matching outfits. And one of them wanted to go to her family reunion around Christmas dressed as Mr. and Miss Claus and the Statue of Liberty and Uncle Sam and boating and all. And I mean,
this don't sound real already. I mean, she's rambling. Now she's talking about people dressing up like Santa Claus and the Statue of Liberty. It's all sounding pretty far out there. So just keep all that in mind. And I got a feeling this is going to lead to her hating. This isn't going to be a positive video. Have we gathered that up until this point? Have we gathered the fact that she's single and doesn't have anybody? But we know it take women 10 years to get something to cross that'll take a man 15 seconds.
I mean, they were ripping and running and I was like, where were these men at? So I had come up with a theory that I put out on social media that men were getting it together in their 40s, that they had ditched their lives and got with all these horrible women, or they were horrible men, and then they learned their lessons, and then we were reaping the benefits of these men that had learned their...
No, look, what have y'all been doing since 16 with guys? They're always going to put it on the guy. They don't want you to ask that question. That's why they're going to keep the focus on men getting their together at this age or that age, or, they picked the wrong women early, or they were bad men throughout their lives and they're finally coming around. Okay, let's put that to the side, man. What the have you been doing for 30 years with boys? And why are all you and your friends single at 43? Why were all your friends single? What have y'all been doing in your prime? I think we could speculate some things. You weren't doing what you were supposed to be doing. I'll say that. And y'all were all hoping for a miracle. And from what you're saying, they got their miracle. But you never got it. So even if none of these marriages work out, why did they beat you? How were they better than you? And why are you on TikTok hating?
Okay, remember the key word is she came up with her own theory that men in their 40s, they wanted to start getting themselves together. Remember this, guys. I want you to remember this clearly. For the most part, once men hit 30 and up, they start peaking in life with getting themselves together. Women, when they start getting 30, 35 plus, they start heading towards the wall. They're the ones that start rushing for babies because they don't want geriatric pregnancies. That's a fact. And they're also the ones who rush towards marriage.
I think it's a great idea. House sitters get somewhere to stay, and we, the house owners, get someone.
A lot of new red pill guys or whatever, some old, they talk about this wall at 28 to 35 roughly. Look, I need to break it down on all my videos. And if it's anybody new to my content, the first wall for women is 23. She missed 2 major relationship and dating boats by 23. High school and college. To me, true love happens most of the time in high school and college. After those boats leave, then women start considering, well, how much money does he make? And, how can he boost my status? They start worrying about everything other than true love, between 23 and 25. Then it's about, I'm getting old. People are asking questions. When are you going to meet somebody? They're doing it for every other reason than I genuinely love this man. So the first wall is 23. You know what I mean? That's like 23 to 25. That's the first mental wall. And then they still try to hold on to it. They may still hold on to their looks up until 30, 35. But yeah, the next wall is 30.
Men up there in age, they're not rushing to have children, and they're not rushing to get married because...
Hold on, y'all playing with me. Y'all disrespecting RB Sensei. Never disrespect your sensei. I got 11 viewers right now, and I only got 4 likes. Come on, man. I thought y'all fucked with me.
Men are starting to get themselves together when they start getting up in age. So all that stuff, once men start getting themselves together, that's when they actually want to start playing the field, because now they have themselves together. They might have not had themselves together all the way that they might not have had themselves to where they wanted to be at in their early 30s or 20s. But once they hit that peak age of 35 and up, men start really focusing on themselves, trying to become a better version of themselves. For the most part, you women 35 and down, you had your fun, you had your time. Now there's younger girls that most of you women are trying to compete with. Older men, we don't need to compete with younger men, because most of the times younger women, for the most part, they're trying to get with older men because older men have themselves together. So I wanted to break that down.
And another thing I want to say, like, The idea of having a roster, the idea of being a bachelor and jumping through hoops with these young hoes, like at 35, 40, I just don't have the patience to play these games. The text games, the phone games, the what should I say? What kind of outfit should I wear to impress the young hoes? Like, being a player sounds fucking exhausting. It really does. Because I don't like talking to women. I don't find them interesting. I don't find them likable to be around. So doing this whole rigmarole just to hit some skins, and you actually got to deal with their annoying ass and the dumb shit they talk about, I would just get burnt out before I even got the hit. Even if she wanted to give it to me, even if she wanted to give me the buns, I would get burnt out talking to her and just say fuck it. So I don't know how dudes do it with the roster and just chasing hoes at clubs and shit. I just can't do it. Y'all can let me know what you think of that below in the chat.
Real quick, so my audience can understand where I'm coming from and why I'm going about this message this way with this, from what this lady is about to say. Okay.
Yeah. Before we turned 50, them men was dropping dead left and right. Seriously. Heart attack, stroke, prostate cancer, colon cancer, ED, VD. I mean, oh.
She just talking. So what, these motherfuckers was down from erectile dysfunction? Come on. She said ED, VD. They was down from venereal diseases. Like, she just talking now. And she's so flippant. Like, she's so flippant about men dying. Like, can you imagine if a man was just talking so casually about women dropping dead like flies? And it just being kind of like a joke? They're sick individuals. But like I said, I'm highly skeptical that any of this is true.
All types of like these ailments that they were having. One was dating a guy and his teeth just started falling out of his head. One was dating a guy and he just had this curly Prince hair and all of a sudden he just was slick bald headed. One of them was like this brilliant, intelligent dude who had been married 3 times and had all these mixed match kids. And as soon as my friend married him, his head blew up with a brain tumor.
His head blew up with a brain tumor. Like, listen to how she's talking. His teeth fell out of his mouth. His hair started falling out of his head. Ma'am, you're a terrible human being. Even though I think this is all fake. But you're still a terrible person. Look, even if all this was true, you and all your friends are batch crazy. And you weren't worth getting with, even if they were on their last year or two of living. These bitches probably drove them to an early grave.
My friends been spending money. They were spending money left and right, re-outfitting their houses. Men getting their toes and legs cut off because of diabetes, right? Men that was losing their mind, stopped taking their medication, and they had to put them in these asylums and all this stuff. They were...
Okay, let's say we did believe her story, okay? Because as you guys know, most of these women, like I've stated before, they like to get on the internet for the sake of talking, and they like making these stories up out of thin air.
Facts.
So you're telling me all of your friends, from what you're stating, you vividly remember every one of your friends getting married.
I mean, yeah, think about this. Think about how ridiculous her claim is. Like, she's claiming that she knows 20 friends. Like, the way she making it seem like she know 20 friends, all of them married in their mid-40s, and all of their husbands dropped dead. Think about how stupid that claim is and unbelievable it is. All of their hair start falling out within a year. All of them got diabetes in a year or two. Well, question what she was feeding them then. How did they get diabetes? I mean, it's just nonsense. It's just pure nonsense. I don't believe you have any friends, ma'am.
And all your friends are going through some type of problem with a man where the man is having diabetes. These men are dropping dead. They're going, first and foremost, if that is happening, let's say it is happening and we believe your story, that's what for better or for worse is for. If your man has diabetes and his leg has to get chopped off, you need to stick by your man through thick and thin.
Well, yeah, but by 43, they don't know how to stick with a man through thick and thin. They don't know how to fucking do it, or they would have did it by now. That's why I say don't get with women after a certain age. They don't love you for you. Let's just get that out the way. If you meet a woman over 30, she'll never love you. She might like you a little bit on a good day, But that love that 18 and 23-year-old women have for their men that they've been with since then, that 30-plus-year-old woman will never have it for you. It's been fucked out of her. That part of her brain and soul has been fucked out of her by 18 a lot of the times these days. But one thing I want to say is, like, I'm not pressing play until you motherfuckers hit the like button. Am I bluffing? Who knows? Maybe I am. But I need you to hit the like button, because you're stopping other people from getting the notification. You're stopping the video from getting sent out to new watchers. So if you watch it right now, take your fat ass finger and hit the like button. Take your obese ass hand and hit the like button.
If your man's teeth is falling out, that's what possibly happens to some men in old age. If your man starts going bald up top, that's what happens during old age, when you start getting up there in age. To some men, not all men, okay? But that's what happens, and that's what better or for worse is for. Now, some of you women out there, no disrespect, but you're already bald. Some of you women don't look the way you look once you take off your makeup. Some of you women aren't who you really say you are. You're not the same. You're not looking the same that you looked when you were in your 30s or 20s. So,
but worse than that, like, their heart isn't good, their soul isn't good, their personality isn't good. They're not likable people to be around. Forget how ugly she is, or how bald she is, or how fat she is. She's not a likable person to be in a relationship with. That's my main gripe with pretty much all the women I go over. But yeah, with women, it's usually going to be some shallow shit or some evil shit, you know, making fun of people for dying and going bald and, you know, teeth falling out. Like, just shallow, evil, superficial bullshit.
So now that you marry these men that you chose to marry when they're in their 50s, that's on you. That's on you.
Houses doing GoFundMe so that the men could pay for experimental medicine to keep their men alive. And these are men that hadn't been with them not even 2 years. Had, you know, they didn't have any children with these men. My friends are mostly single without children. And these men had all these skeletons in their closet, all these mismatched kids. And my friends, they hadn't invested nothing into my friends. They hadn't invested nothing but that love bombing courting phase.
Well, why would a man invest into a 43-year-old woman? The reason why a man would invest into an 18-year-old woman, she's going to give him the best years of her life. She's going to mess her body up by pushing out his 3 kids. She's going to forego having a career. So it makes total sense that a man would invest in an 18 to 21-year-old. You know what I mean? That would make sense. But a 43-year-old chick, like, why? I knew it was a catch to it. So all these 20 friends you had, they got married to dudes who were beneath them. Why? Women usually go for better, bigger and better, because they were fucking desperate. They were thirsty to get married. So they probably signed up for some bullshit. But that's on them. But I'm just feeding into your fairy tale because I know none of this is true. But yeah, if all these men used these women or moved into their houses or, you know, had them pay for experimental medicines, okay, it all makes sense now why they married him. It wasn't for them because she old and washed up. Why would a man marry that?
So now, y'all, I'm looking on Facebook because we're now past 40. And so now I'm looking at all the little generation in my sister's era. I'm looking at them on Facebook. Every weekend, droves of them getting married. I just never thought I'd find my Boaz. And they just getting married left and right. And I'm looking at them marrying these old balls.
Wide reach, access over 500 TV channels and streaming apps nationwide, it's putting your brand in front of millions.
No, I'm like, the only reason y'all probably been together one time because he took 15 Viagras.
This woman is a fucking hater. Man, why don't you have a man? Why you on the internet talking about everybody else, man, and you don't got one? And these are the people that get invited to weddings. That's why I don't care about a wedding. Most of the people there is fucking hating on you before they get there in the car ride there. They hating on you when they leave the ceremony. You know, talking about how the food wasn't good and this ain't gonna last more than 2 years. Like, the hell with a wedding. Like, I hope all these friends see this video, even though this is all fake, but let's just go along with her bullshit. I hope all these friends see this video and block you. Because you're going to be nothing but a poison to their life. And you're putting bad spirits on their marriage. You're terrible. You're fucking terrible. And that's why you don't got a man.
You look at them and you know that they're impotent, right?
Wow.
And they're like, well, that's okay.
Well, real talk. You telling me before these men, because you're this is the story that you're throwing out. You telling me that all your friends are marrying these men who have all these skeletons in their closet, all these mismatched kids from different women all over the place, and your friends decided to marry them? Because it seems like your intelligent friends aren't so intelligent. If they're in their 40s and they had themselves together, why would they go for a man or want to marry a man that has all these so-called mismatched kids? Their health isn't in the best condition. They got to
that's another thing. Women get in their 40s and 50s and start trying to put requirements on a man's health. Like, it don't work like that. Anything can happen to anybody at any time. But especially when you get in your 40s and 50s, you can't say your health got to be all the way together. Man, just stop. I mean, yeah, people's health should be all the way together, but that's not how, it works a lot of the times because people don't have it together. But you don't get to dictate that. That's what I'm saying. It's all just awkward when women get in their 40s and 50s trying to have all these demands. You got to take what your old ass can get at this point. If a motherfucker got diabetes, you got to work with it. You got to work with a lot of if you found yourself in your 50s on a dating market. You should have figured something out way before half a century. So you deal with what you got to deal with. You're going to have to deal with balding, diabetes, other kids, etc., etc. See, they want the pros of everything and the cons of nothing. They want to fuck off all their prime years, but still want a top 0.5%er at 50. No.
Pay for experimental medicine for these men because these men never disclosed their health before they got married to them. You're telling me that all this stuff is going on? Or are you just coming on here making up a story just for the sake of making up a story? Because for the most part, women that are 35 plus, they're rushing to get married. Men 35 plus, it's not a chance in hell that they're rushing to get married, especially to 40-year-old plus women. I really need to fact check your story. I need proof. We don't believe you. You need more people.
I just love him. And then I'm going to tell y'all what's going to happen, just like it was with my friends. They married now. Some of them going to drop deceased the week after because that happened to some of my friends because they already know that they're sick, which is the reason that they're running trying to marry all these little young 40-year-old women that are...
These young 40-year-old women. Ma'am, that sentence doesn't make sense. Young and 43 just doesn't belong in the same sentence. You're middle-aged. Middle-aged can't be young. It just can't be. And you said these dudes were 50-something. You act like these dudes was in their 80s. This story is just stupid, and it's clearly not true.
That have reached the glass ceiling, that have reached the ceiling that they're in their careers, that have their education, that have all their licenses, they're invested in their companies and all this stuff. They have.
How does that benefit men? How does a man? Let's be real here, because most of these women, for the most part, they're not marrying. So you got to understand something, guys. Most women are not marrying a man that's not above them in some type of way. So how does that man possibly getting up there in age, as far as getting old, he may have diabetes, he may have cancer, he may be sick. How does your degree, your career, how does all that affect what you two have going on? Because what is he going to get out of it if he ends up losing his life because he's sick?
Yeah, women need to get off this thing about I got my own house, my own car, I got a fancy career and degrees. That means nothing in the dating market to men. It means nothing. It doesn't boost your status. It just doesn't. Like, once you get that age and you got all that, just accept that you got to get a motherfucker who don't got a place. Like, be an asset to a man's life. He's doing you a favor by even being with you. So, yeah, give him a place to stay. Let him drive your car. Buy him a car. Or just stay by yourself.
How does it benefit him? Doesn't it benefit you? Wouldn't you possibly end up getting, nothing about their separate account, nothing about it at all?
To start a podcast with Riverside, all you need is a concept and a way to record it.
Have their homes ball. Now all of a sudden these men are showing up and now they marrying this group of 40-year-olds. Now, see, what they do is the old ones are using the young women for their body, their youth, and their beauty. They're using the young women for that, but they're marrying the women that are already set so they can rest in their femininity and use them as hospice care wives and then pass away in their big.
She projecting like crazy. She's projecting like crazy. She's one of those 40's the new 20 type, 40's the new 20 type deal. Like she really.
The thing is with men, 40 is, well, with men, 40 is a woman's 20. When men get 40 and they got their shit together, they basically are like a 20-year-old woman. So in a sense, it's not the new 20, I get it. But for men, we live out what we couldn't live out when we were 20, when we're 40, and we got our shit together. And we keep hoes like this super mad.
He thinks that men are checking for women in their 40s. This is the thing.
She did this whole video to justify why she's single and lonely. She made up a whole fake story with fake friends, fake deaths, you know, fake events where people dressed up like Santa and Mrs. Claus, all to justify to the internet why she's single and don't got nobody, and why she lucky to be single and don't have anybody, because if she got somebody, they would have dropped dead a week later, or they would have used her for her money. This is just fucking pathetic and sad on so many levels.
These women now, they know that men don't want them in their 40s, and men are checking for younger women. So these women want to play the game now where they want to make it seem like, oh, anytime you want.
Big nice 4-post bed, and then all of their grown ugly kids will show up at these little 40-year-old women's houses, and they ain't got no kids, and they daughters that's 30 will show up and kick in their door and want to walk in her house and carry everything out like they dad had a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of.
So maybe she should have did her research then. Why did she marry these dudes? If these dudes were so terrible and, you know, their kids was ugly, like who even says that? These ugly ass kids, like they're dark, dark souls. I cannot imagine why she's still single. Walking around talking about teeth falling out of people's mouth and dropping dead like flies and talking all flippant about death and people being sick. Hope you don't ever get sick, man. Should somebody just laugh at you if you get cancer or you get sick and your hair fall out of your head? They're disgusting human beings. A lot of them.
So I'm just looking at it, and I'm just like, I wish that they would listen. Or do they think that hospice care wives, that it's the women that's in their 40s and 60s? No, sisters, it's y'all in your late 30s, mainly if you 43 years old and a man shows up and starts wanting to marry you, he doing everything, dressed all up and loving your family and buying your...
Then you should know something up because you ain't shit. Is that what you gonna say, lady? Go, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, if you 43 and you got some dude in a suit and he tall and handsome and he getting along with your family and all that, yeah, it's something up. It's definitely something up with that, because these women know they don't deserve something like that. As much as these old women request James Bond, they know they don't deserve no damn James Bond. And if they got James Bond, they would sabotage it because they would be so insecure about having something they know they don't deserve. And these women know they're not the female version of James Bond. They know they're not a Bond girl. So if you gave her James Bond, she's going to be super insecure. She's going to constantly be thinking you're cheating. She's going to constantly be, why are you with me anyway? Like, you got to hear that for the rest of your life. Well, not the rest of your life, because she's going to find a way to sabotage you because she knows she don't deserve it. That's what all these women, when they asking for these perfect, tall, yada, yada men, they know they don't deserve that. And they're going to feel awkward with it.
Your mama flowers and all this stuff. What about you has made him just all of a sudden she's just so wonderful, I want to get with her? They're trying to use you for your benefits. They're trying to use you for your house. They're trying to use you for your kitchen table so that they can sit in your house. And
like I stated.
Use you for your kitchen table. Yeah, I can't take this bitter bat anymore. Let's go to another video. I'm going to try to get to this one too, but we're going to switch it up. Switch it up, switch it up, switch it up, switch it up. I'm going to try to stay on a little longer this time, y'all. We're going to see if I can make it to 2 hours. I was thinking about 3. We'll see what happens. We'll see how far I can push it. But before I start this next video, hit the motherfucking like button. Y'all usually great on the like button. I don't know if it's some newbies, some rookies in here. I hope everybody enjoying the content. But I got 16 people watching and I only got 10 likes. And usually it is equal to the watchers or really close. I can live with that. But I can't live with 17 watching and only 10 likes. Because if you don't like the content, hey, you don't got to be here. But if you like it, hit the like button.
Would be someone kind and funny and respectful.
I enjoy.
Let's
My
start.
ideal guy would be someone kind and funny and
Look, this isn't giving me kind. Well, first off, smile. You're on camera. You're on candid camera. And thousands and thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people are going to see this. The tats are already giving me gangbanger vibes. You know what I mean? You're showing your body off. You look post-wall. I mean, you look like you could be 30, 32. It's just not giving me good energy. The baby hair is childish. The least you could do, the hoop earrings, the hoe hoop earrings, the hoe hoops. Let's call them the hoe hoops. Nice lips. Love black women's lips. But yeah. At least you could do is show me some teeth, lady. Least you could do.
respectful.
I enjoy having a partner and having someone that I can come home to at the end of the day.
I like someone who's honest, considerate, obviously attractive. If she's a 5, then I'd probably move on from that.
A relationship, I've never seen a healthy one. I experienced different women at a lot of different times. So I think my ideal girl is someone calm, chill, day by day.
Welcome to The Blind Pineapple. I am your host, Melly Monaco. Today we are testing if looks really matter or if finding love is truly about connections. I have one beautiful single lady who will date 3 potential suitors, but she will not be able to see them. She'll make her choice based on chemistry alone, and after seeing her suitors for the first time,
Look, the dudes should just get up. I mean, I guess, look, they probably just want some exposure. I know one of them dudes is famous or got a big YouTube channel. They just want to be, out there. But, I mean, I guess no regular man would even go on one of these shows. But this woman ain't worth competing for or answering no questions for. None of that. She cool for a 3 a.m. rendezvous. That's about it. But let's continue.
she will get one last chance with this pineapple to either stick with her pick or swap. But the twist is that the final decision rests on the suitor. Will the daters accept each other based on blind chemistry or walk away once their eyes finally meet? All right, I think it's gonna be a lot of fun, so let's get started here. Yes. How are you doing?
Nervous.
Nervous. Don't be nervous. It's gonna be fun.
Okay, I'm trying to stop her on a good spot. Nice boobs.
Okay.
All right. So, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi.
Still not smiling. She got tattoos on her hands. That's literally, okay, neck, face, and hands are the worst places a woman could have a tattoo. Like, tattoos are already a red flag. Tattoos on her hand, neck, or face are just black flags. Not only should you not date her, don't be in the same room with her. But what I wanted to say was, or what I wanted to ask, Ebonics ask, is what are we rating the face card? 1 to 5, quick in the chat. If you won't hit the like button, at least hit me with a rating. 1 to 5, what are we rating her face? Real quick, 1 to 5, in the chat.
Hey, I'm Wolf, but I also go by Winter. I'm from LA. 5'5" with brown eyes.
5'5" with brown eyes. I like that.
I'm 5'7" in real life, but it works.
Okay. So she's 5'7" for real.
5'7" in real life, yeah.
Okay.
So you already starting off lying. Okay, no, before I even get there, this bitch name is Wolf. And then, wait, the first name was Wolf, and I think the second name was worse. The red flags just won't stop waving. They love catchphrases, 5 brown eyes. They love stuff with rhyme. They love stuff that rhymes. That's all you have to do to conquer their simple mind. That's why pimps be rhyming and shit. They like things that rhyme and they like things that shine. You know, that's why pimps wear jewelry and rhyme when they spit in game. They're simple creatures.
Okay. What do?
I'm a model and
course.
a phlebotomist. I just got my phlebotomy license.
Ooh, congrats. Would you like to tell us your age?
I'm in my 30s.
You're in your 30s. Okay. Any kids?
My cat.
Your cat. She got a cat.
A cat is not a kid, you dingbat. Like, just the more they talk, the more they fucking talk. She's a model. What kind of model? I mean, every bitch says model. What's that one line? If you wasn't in Vogue, you ain't no motherfucking model. It's some type of rap line that goes like that. But yeah, I mean, what have you modeled for? Instagram don't count. Jerk off. In her 30s, still talking about she a model half dressed on YouTube. Just nothing is adding up.
That counts, okay?
Okay. What are the type of men you go for? What are some of the characteristics that they need to have?
Yeah, no, I just want like an honest man. I want someone who's just respectful and kind, funny, because I like to laugh and I'm goofy.
We know you goofy. Honest, respectful, and kind doesn't match this aesthetic. Like, seriously, do you think she been letting honest, kind, and respectful men sweat over her this past 35 years? Or have she let Shotgun Suge, Long Stick Rick, Slick Dick Rick, those are two different Ricks. Long Stick Rick and Slick Dick Rick, two different guys. But yeah, Ronnie Rude, just whatever. What kind of guys do you think she been letting sweat over her and hit her with the sprinkler system? I assure you it isn't kind, friendly, loving, jokey joke guys. But this is what they're looking for in their 30s. She's looking for a sucker to take care of her. This woman, like I said earlier, she's in her 30s, will never love a man at this point. She's still in love with some of the, Pookies from her past Pookies, ghost of Pookie past. But she will never love this kind, friendly, respectful man who makes her laugh. Ever. But she do, want to use him.
How does he need to look? Do you want a black man, Mexican, white, Asian? What are you going for?
I've never dated outside of my race.
Okay.
And it's not that, men were not attractive. It was just kind of like, I just never dated.
Okay.
So, preferably black. I'm black. I want my kids to be black.
Okay.
Tall.
How tall?
At least 6'3".
Damn.
Okay. I'm black. I want my kids to be black. Kids, you 35. They really think they could just get fucked and play around and go to clubs and be on yachts and this and that all the way up to 35 and then find a simp at 35 to put a baby in them at geriatric pregnancy with the worst history a woman can have, with tattoos all over her fucking hands. Does that scream mommy to you? A bitch with tatted hands? Like she just got out of prison? With literally her boobs basically just out on the internet for everybody to see? Like, why are you even comfortable walking around half naked? I mean, you're probably some type of bedroom fun worker. Oh, man.
Wow. What? 6'3". Okay, I was like...
Oh, I know what I was about to do. 6'3". So, let's go to the calculator. All right. She said she wanted to be black. I heard that. She 35, so we're going to go... Well, she didn't say she 35, but I'm putting that on her. So we'll just say 35 to 50, exclude married, black, 6'3". And we know he at least got to make $80K. You know what? I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt for the first run and say he can make 65. See what we look like. Oh, wow. It don't even show up as any dots in the probability. So She's looking for a 0.01% man. She got 5 cat food bags. She doesn't belong on this motherfucking planet already. And this is just him making $65K. Oh, it say any weight? I don't think she want a fat dude. She don't want a fat boy. Because she in shape. So let me exclude obese. This is about to get bad, y'all. This is the first time in the history of me looking stuff up on the delusional calculator. She has a 0% chance. This man doesn't exist. Hey, mark this down. This is MDC live stream history. There's a 0% chance she's going to find this man because he literally doesn't exist. A black man who's not married, who's at least 6'3", not fat, earning at least $65,000 per year. I mean, this guy got to exist. But based on the statistics, based on the CDC, this man doesn't exist. So let's continue. That's crazy. That's a first.
6'6"? I'm tall, but I can do 5'5".
You dated a man that was 5'5"?
I did.
Melly.
For 3 years. Exactly.
Did you wear heels?
No.
See?
No.
Yeah, but a man is worth sacrificing heels for, you dingbat. But you wouldn't know that. You're stupid and 35 and single.
I was flat the whole time.
I'm sure. I'm 5'7", but like, I like this.
You like this. You like to reach.
So you was handing him things out of the cabinet?
He never asked. It was just.
Think about how stupid that is as a relationship standard. I don't want to be handing you stuff out of the cabinet. Think about how fucking dumb and childish that is. Seriously. Like, yeah. And I've even heard black women say, I can't date a dude a certain height because I'm going to be trying him. I fling his little ass around. That shit is so masculine.
Getting the chair, he jumps on the chair and grabs it. Hey, he got to do what he got to do. He didn't want to ask me. So I respect it. What else? Can you have kids?
Yeah.
You can? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, realistically, I'm in my 30s. People be having kids young. So it's like, but he cannot have any children in Pampers.
You want kids?
I do.
You do?
Eventually.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's still saying eventually. Yes, she don't want to mess up that body. Like, let me tell y'all what I'm eating. Since I'm being rude. I'm eating Pringles pizza flavor. So this episode is not sponsored by Pringles pizza flavor. Here's the thing about women. If she still looks like she could pass for her 20s and her body's still tight and her body right, look, she gonna try to push off having kids until she fall off physically. That's pretty much every woman. Well, not every woman, but especially women like this who still got baby hair in their 30s and ratchet tattoos. Like, as long as her body like this and she's still making money off her body and getting all this attention from her body and somewhat looks, she ain't trying to have no kid right now. She didn't want to sacrifice it when she was 18 and she still hasn't grown mentally, so she still don't want to sacrifice it at, 35. I'm going to say this. If a woman not willing to sacrifice her cuteness and sexiness for a kid, then she ain't mother material. If she wasn't willing to sacrifice being young and hot and having a tight body from 18 to 23, she ain't worth putting a kid in. Those are the women who are worth having kids with. If she willing to give up the attention, the height, the sexual attention, all that, having a tight body and being a hottie, if she willing to give that up from 18 to 23, that's a green flag for the type of woman you want to have kids with. When this woman, if this woman have kids, she gonna resent the man and the kid for fucking up her body and stealing all her shine or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Yeah. Okay. We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Okay. And what's the age range? Because I know you're in your 30s. Would you date younger or older, like 50, or what is it for you?
What? Like, I said I wouldn't be dating younger, but the young guys, I think because I look young, the young guys be on me, and I'm like, you are young in real life. 27.
27, okay.
To 43.
27 to 43, okay. And how much money they need to make?
I don't know. Like, you just gotta be, I don't need a rich man. I just want a nice man.
Nice man.
Like, you know, but you just have to be comfortable. I don't want to struggle.
Okay.
Like, you don't have to be a billionaire. You don't have to be a millionaire. Like, but can we move around comfortably? Like,
Okay.
you know.
So it will be 6'3", black, 27 to 43, a kid or two, above the age of 5, and $80K a year. Sounds good?
Yeah, that's fair.
And then a nice man, kind man.
Okay. You see that pause on that 80K. We know she wants 6 figures. But I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. 27 to 43. Black. Not married. Exclude obese. 80K. Do we exist now? Oh. 0.18. All right. She's doing a little better.
And yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, then we're gonna try to find that. I got some fine men for you. You can date all of them, but you won't be able to see them. So that's what we're gonna do.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Okay.
My name is Joshua from New York City. I work in the creative space, design.
I'm Bill with 1L. I'm 31, from Pasadena, California. I'm a podcast host. I own an alcohol slushy brand.
My name is Ryan. I am from Southern Maryland. I make YouTube videos. I also do music, and I have a clothing brand as well.
I'm single. I've probably been single for a couple years.
Couple years.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been single for about a year and a half, coming up on 2 years.
I'm looking for a different energy, you know? Hey, communication.
Okay.
Hey, communication. I need you to speak up. Talk about it. Let me know what's going on.
I'm actually pretty simple with what I'm looking for. Just someone who's feminine, friendly, and is gonna be able to be like my piece.
Well, we know that ain't her. I mean, feminine, she didn't come off masculine. I mean, the tattoos are masculine. Her personality came off goofy and ditzy and basic. But look, she damn sure ain't gonna be your piece. I can assure you that.
Someone who's honest, considerate, who's active, obviously attractive. And I just say someone who's healthy, you know, someone who doesn't eat like shit. Yeah. I think someone who's probably at a 7, a strong 7 could be attractive. A strong 7 who's a nice person.
Yeah, you got to start at about a 7. Like once you start getting into 8 and up, the chances of her being a nice person, yeah, pretty slim. I would say 6 to 7 is a good range, girlfriend range to look into.
All right. Well, we're gonna try to see if you guys actually like Winter. Just so you know, you won't be able to see her. She won't be able to see you. Okay. She will pick at the end. You guys will have the opportunity to actually accept her and go on a date or reject her, right? Okay. So the decision is on y'all at the end of the day.
Okay, that's good.
All right, sounds good.
All right, so we're gonna start with the first date.
Let's do it.
Here we go.
You guys ready?
I'm good to go.
All right.
Hello, Winter.
Hi.
Is that your real name?
No.
Oh, okay.
I
So.
was born in December, so that's where that came from.
Oh, okay. Is that your favorite season, winter?
Yeah, I'm biased, you know. I was born there, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I respect that.
How you doing, Winter?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. I'm feeling good today.
How do you spell your name?
Joshua, Y-A-S-H-U-A-A.
Oh, okay.
I'm a little bit nervous because this is unconventional for me.
Okay. Where are you from?
I'm from Brooklyn.
I can tell.
How you doing, Winter?
I'm good.
I'm Bill. Bill with one L.
Oh, that's really interesting.
Right. I know, right? That's me.
So you single as a dollar bill?
Yeah. It's a dollar bill, or even a billion.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. What do you do for work?
Bill's in sales. I'm in sales.
Whoa, did you use third person?
Yeah, that's cringe. Don't ever refer to yourself in a third person. It's fucking arrogant. It's stupid. It's annoying. It's childish. Yeah. Don't do it, fellas. It ain't funny. It ain't fucking cute.
Yeah, I like alter ego. Like,
Oh my gosh.
So Bill's in sales.
Okay, so who else? Who else is there?
Yeah, it's just Bill. It's
Just Bill?
Yeah, just Bill right now.
Okay, so you're in sales? You said?
Yeah, Bill.
What
I am
kind
in
of
sales. I sell soda.
You sell soap?
I sell soda. I work for Keurig Dr. Pepper.
Oh, okay.
It's my day job.
Cool. What's your night job?
Well, it's not nighttime yet.
Okay.
Talk about that when it gets dark.
Got it. Got it. You're funny.
How old are you these days?
I'm in my 30s.
Yeah, it's cringe. Like, I don't know if women don't realize all these things that turn men off. Like, not being able to even just say your age, it's starting off just on a bad foot. Like, this woman is going to be difficult. She's trying to hide something. No man wants to feel like a woman is trying to hide something. You're not saying your real name. I get it. You're on YouTube. But you can't even say your fucking age. Grow the fuck up. Grow up. Yeah, fellas, that should be a huge red flag. If she can't even be real enough with you to just say how old she is, what else is she gonna, hide? What else is she gonna try to front about?
And I am a model and a phlebotomist.
Say that. What's that last thing?
Phlebotomist.
Lobotomist.
Phlebotomist.
What do they do?
I do blood draws, lab work, specimen samples.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if men judge women's careers harshly as women judge men's career? They'd be like, well, I don't make no money. I ain't trying to fuck with you, bitch. That ain't gonna cover most of my bills, or even half of them. You 30-something and you just now managing to be a phlebotomist? Fuck out of here, bitch. They wouldn't be able to handle that.
Yeah. How old are you?
I'm 35.
Okay. Cool. I'm in my 30s as well.
Okay, I'll leave it at that. I won't ask.
30s? 30 what?
30-ish.
30-ish? Come on, give me some
How old are
credit.
you?
Look, we
You're
gonna
not supposed to even ask a girl how old they are.
It's 2024.
And yeah.
Look, we
Yeah. I like how you handling this. It's 2024. I don't want to hear that shit. Y'all equal. So if you equal, tell me how old you is, bitch. You're not even supposed to ask that. Think about how stupid the societal standards are for women. They could just make up whatever dumb shit. You're not supposed to ask how old she is. Well, don't ask how much money I make. Don't ask how tall I am. That wouldn't fly. We would be called insecure with the quickness and be shamed for it. But women aren't shamed for not even being able to say their own age as a grown-ass woman.
Some rules still apply. I'm in my 30s. How old are you?
I'm 31.
Okay, so I'm older than you,
Okay.
but I'm not 39.
But you're not 39.
Just leave it in that range.
What a bitch.
GoDaddy Aero can get my business online in minutes with AI.
That's when I would just get annoyed and be like, you old bitch either way. You ain't a spring chicken no more, so just own it. Stop being insecure and just own. Why you ain't proud of it? You earned those years. You got wisdom and stuff behind that. Look, you old bitch. Stop trying to hold on to it. You passed the wall. Let it go.
So you like younger men or what?
I think younger men like me.
Really?
And yeah, I look young.
Okay, curious now.
Okay, so what do you do for work?
So I own 2 media companies, and basically that entails like creating videos.
You be making TikToks?
No, I don't make any TikToks.
You don't be dancing in front of tripods and all that?
None of that.
Okay.
I'm 26, so I'm starting to give that unk energy where, like, I feel like an older brother to a kid who's younger than me, where I could give them guidance.
Melly, I don't know. What do you think? You think I look young?
She looks young.
Yeah. So, like, I look a lot younger than I am.
Okay.
And so...
I could tell you was in your 30s. I could tell. Just keep telling yourself that.
A lot of younger guys approach me, and at first I would just be like, you are a baby. But it's just like, it just comes in my way so fast that it's just like, all right, if you have a good head on your shoulders and you're about something, then I'll see. But you can't be too young.
Like, what's too young?
Man, I feel like, honestly, 27 is too young.
Yeah.
But I met this guy, he was like 25. But I couldn't tell until he told me his age.
Okay.
So it was like, oh, well, I don't know. What is your ideal first date?
She ain't looking for marriage. She ain't looking for nothing serious. That 25-year-old probably had that bag. Or he was laying that good pipe down. She's just looking for fun. And that's all most women are looking for if they still could pull off looking young and attractive. They ain't looking for nothing serious. Like marriage and settling down, that's their retirement plan. It's not something they actually want. And like I said, it's not like she's actually going to love you.
My ideal first date, if I could paint my perfect scene here of the first date would be, I like to do something relatively low key, so I don't do like a fancy dinner or anything like that. I would want something like lunch and then mini golf. That to me would be fun. Because it's low stress and low pressure.
Yeah, like I'm on that same type of vibe. I don't like dinners on the first date because I think it's kind of boring.
Facts, yeah.
I like to have fun, so like, yeah, we can get some food. And
She too old to just be worried about fun, man. I swear they don't grow up. I mean, y'all should be able to tell that this woman is, I'm not even gonna say it. How old do you think she is mentally? She don't want to say how old she is actually, but she's definitely showing how old she is mentally. Let me know below. Drop an age in the comment section. What age do you perceive her to be mentally? Real quick, drop an age in the chat.
And go do something, because I think activities kind of like make you kind of get to know the person a little bit more, you know?
I agree. Just to add on to that, if we did mini golf, would you want me to let you win?
No.
Okay.
Ain't no let win.
Oh yeah, no, I would destroy you, but
ideal first date. I'm very competitive.
All right, let's go back to that real quick. See,
and go do something, because
would you want me to let you win?
No.
Okay.
Ain't no let win.
Oh yeah, no, I would destroy you, but
yeah. See, obviously he was joking, playing, whatever. But see, black women want to compete with their man. You know, she want to be better than her man. Oh, no, he didn't. You would destroy me. No, don't play in my face like that. Like, this is why I just wouldn't advise any black man to date an American black woman 9.5 times out of 10. I mean, especially one like this. You should know just off first glance that you don't want to fuck with this.
Ideal first date. I'm very competitive, so I would love to get out and see. You know, if you can keep up. I'd definitely like to see that, but...
Keep up with what? Like, where are we going?
It could be anywhere. I'm very spontaneous as well. It could be anywhere, actually.
Stop trying to look at her.
No, I can't see her. Okay. All right.
Let me try to look at reflections.
Like,
I feel like
around.
he's good.
I'm like, I see his whole face. I'm like, no, sir.
Like, I don't even know if they get it. Like, I don't know if black women get it. Their whole just demeanor, like how they talk, the tone, like what they say, it just got an undertone of attitude in it. Like, you could just pick it up. Like, I would pick up that I don't want anything to do with this woman pretty quick, within 30 seconds of talking to her. And this is just casual conversation. Can you imagine if any issue came up, like any real issue?
Kind of see some kind of reflection. What's going on over there?
So you don't have patience.
I like the voice, but you know, I want to see. We'll see in time.
Yeah.
All right.
Since you're from New York, what do you get on your pizzas?
What do I like on my pizzas?
Yeah.
You're not gonna judge me?
No.
That was a delayed no, but I do like pineapples on my pizza.
Pineapple on pizza is fantastic.
Yeah. Don't pineapple me. I like mushrooms, like just vegetables. I'm not a meat eater, so.
Really?
Yeah, I don't eat meat.
Any meats?
I'll eat fish occasionally.
Okay. So you're pescatarian sometimes?
I don't identify
Okay.
with that, but yeah, we could say that to make it simple. That's as far as I'll go.
I'm pescatarian, so I
Oh, fire.
identify.
Look at that.
So wait, just to clear things up, no pussy eating?
Oh.
Is that meat?
I mean, it's meat.
That's a
You classless woman. You know, she got her little media company or whatever. She got her little show. Got 757,000 subscribers. Way more than I'm probably ever going to get. So I ain't hating. But I don't know if people in general realize how they limit their opportunities by talking a certain way or being a certain way. Same thing with Kendra G. She's kind of a hot ghetto mess at times. And there's certain opportunities that she probably missed. But the cool thing about owning your own shit, you don't got to worry about other people giving you the opportunities. But I'm just saying, you never know the people you're going to turn off by cursing or talk about, oh, pussy, or does that mean you don't eat pussy? Like, it's best to just keep it classy, you know, just keep it respectful. You could talk like this behind closed doors with your friends and stuff, but like in business settings, obviously, no, if you have your own show, like something like this that could have got picked up by a network or something, you don't want to come across like that, especially as a lady. Like, we don't want our ladies just talking about pussy or even saying the word pussy, especially in front of a camera. In Gilbert Arenas, and thought it would be a good idea to marry this chick. No standards.
That's a part of the pescatarian diet.
Oh, that's pescatarian.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fish.
Yeah, that's fish.
You like bowling?
I like bowling. I'm not good at it, but I like it.
Yeah. They say either you're good at sex or good at bowling.
What?
It can't be both.
So are you good at bowling?
I suck at bowling.
Oh, all of a sudden. Okay.
I don't do with that what you will, but
So be it. Do you have children?
I do have one.
Boy?
Yes, boy.
Age?
12.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a grown boy.
He's up there.
I don't have any
Pets?
kids. No pets.
Like pets?
Son is enough. I like animals,
Oh, okay.
but from a distance.
What's the distance?
If I can't ask it how it's going and how it's doing, you know, I don't want to be too close. You know, who's gonna get bit? I don't want to get bit.
Oh.
I'm just saying, like,
So you're comfortable with having pets, but you don't, like,
I
you're
don't want
not
to interact daily. You know,
friendly
we don't
with,
have
like, outside animals. Like,
There you go.
Got it.
I don't like cats, actually. I don't like cats.
You don't like cats?
No, not at all. Not kittens, cats, the outside cat, the inside
I
cat.
have a cat, though. So is that your deal breaker?
It might be.
So sorry about it.
It might be. But look.
And she's willing to give up a man for her cat. Like, she's not willing to give up a man for her cat. That's what I wanted to ask. Do you guys think a woman should be willing to give up her dog or cat to get a man? Not, I mean, obviously she wouldn't give it up immediately, but if they were talking and it got serious or whatever, like, do you think a woman should be willing to give up her cat or dog for a man, for the right man? Why you're in the chat? Why you're in the chat?
It was fun.
Let's just keep moving past the cat and let's see what happens later.
Mm-hmm.
The cat could be a problem, yes.
Do you have children?
I don't.
Do you want children?
All right, I'm bored with this whole process. So, yeah, I can't imagine dating. Oh, this is just unbearable. A blind date, some chick I don't know, asking me my favorite color. No, it just doesn't sound appealing. Even if I knew I was getting laid at the end of the day, it just, I probably still wouldn't go. Let's see what else we got on the agenda. Kendra G should be going live pretty soon. Let's do this.
It's each with a different father.
How many kids you got?
I got 3.
You got 3?
Yep.
How many baby daddies?
I have 3.
You got 3 baby daddies.
And guess what? She had some very interesting things to say about the kind of man she deserves.
All right, let's just talk about the look. This woman looks batsh crazy. Now, I mean, this just looks... I don't even know what to say. Everybody else look nice. They got their hair done. They looking right. But she just look a mess. She looks like she's on drugs. So yeah, 3 kids, about 3 different baby daddies. Yeah, you stay the fuck away. She's a horrible decision maker. Most women are. When it comes to the big decisions in life, how to spend money, having kids, they're just horrible and reckless behind the cute IG pictures.
To date, let's break it down.
So, Janae, when you were having, your conversation with Brian during that segment, what was going through your mind when he's asking you all these questions? Like, okay, how many baby daddies? How many kids? What was your thought process? Like, if you want to walk us through that.
I'm true to my core. I'm not ashamed of my past. I'm not ashamed of my 3 kids. And
well, I mean, you shouldn't be ashamed of your 3 kids, but I think we should bring shame back. You should be ashamed of the fact that you had 3 kids by 3 different baby daddies, and I'm sure the 3 baby daddies weren't shit. I mean, maybe you should have some shame about that. It's good to feel shame about things you did in the past that were bad. Not to beat yourself up about it, but just to, I don't know, maybe prevent you from doing it again.
if I wouldn't have the 3 baby daddies, I wouldn't have my 3 amazing kids. I don't allow him and his judgment to define me as a woman or where I stand on today. It's his preference. He deserves a queen of whatever that looks like for Brian. But for me, you have to accept me as a whole with a 4 unit.
Well, no, nobody has to accept you as a 4 unit. I mean, they could just keep living their life without you in it. I mean, look, these women could get something, but it's going to be something of low quality. Because she's low quality. She will forever be low quality. Even if she was literally the best woman in the world, the fact that you got 3 kids by 3 different baby daddies, look, no, you don't deserve anything other than the type of dudes that you reproduce with. A wise man once said, you don't get better than, the man you gave the highest honor to. Well, actually, you deserve less. Because the first dude you had a kid with, he got you childless. The second dude you had a kid with, he got you when you only had one other baby daddy. So, yeah, with every baby daddy, what you could require went down.
So it's either, are you even equipped to hold down this fort?
Guys, if you are equipped to deal with her and her 3 kids, why even consider it when there are women with less baggage? Any man who she deems equipped has the choice to select a woman with fewer complications, less emotional, financial, and mental strain. Think about it. Why take on all that when there are better options out there?
You can't judge me. I didn't take anything personally. I talked to Brian afterwards. I said, I don't take anything personal. I'm not.
It's just funny. They always try to shame a man into taking care of a bitch with, multiple kids by multiple baby daddies. A real man would know how to take on all this bullshit. Well, a real woman would take a dude on with no car and no place to stay. Because she woman enough to handle all that and help him get back on his feet. Can you imagine that becoming a popular, concept?
I'm mad at you. It is what it is.
It's a
my
preference.
person is my person. You know what I'm saying? But people don't know how to live in reality. They want to live into society.
Let's break that down. That was so stupid. We gotta run it back. Replay. Ponde River replay. That shit was so dumb. We gotta hear it again in slow mo.
People don't know.
Yeah. Let's make sure I get that. All that stupidity. Hold on. Playback speed. Let's just go that.
You know what I'm saying? But people don't know how to live in reality. They want to live into society.
Look at how he looked at her when she said that dumbass shit. Okay, people don't know how to live in reality. People want to live in society. Kamala couldn't even come up with something that fucking stupid. I don't even know how to break it down. It don't even make sense. Society is reality. Never mind. She might be high, y'all. She might be high. At least make sense.
You know, and it's fake to me. I'm not with it.
Okay.
Jira is now for all teams. Even teams finalizing go-to-market plans for products that are anything but finalized. With marketing and software projects on one page, you see product updates instantly, and managing requests for updated materials has never been easier, which makes finalizing those final assets feel...
Oh my goodness. Janae talks about living in reality and rejecting societal norms, but what does she actually bring to a relationship? What realistic benefits does a single mother of 3 with 3 different baby daddies offer? Is she being practical about her expectations, or is she falling into the very...
She said, people don't live in reality. I just got to go over this one more time. People don't live in reality. They want to live in society.
fantasy she claims to reject. This is the part where many women dismiss societal norms when those norms don't benefit them, and yet they're quick to want the perks.
And then think, Shayna, you wanted to say
So
something?
one thing I do want to say, which I said to you earlier, we all have our preference, which is fine. You might like them tall, you might like them short, you might like them with the kids. But I think it was just your delivery that really was kind of tough to watch. So that's all I had to share. We kind of
They want to be handled with baby gloves, but they don't handle men with baby gloves. Nigga, you bald. Nigga, you short. They laugh in your face. But then when you tell them a harsh reality, you know, you got to handle with baby gloves, and you got to make sure you say it all sweet and soft and caring. Get the fuck out of here.
chatted about it before. You know, everyone's entitled to what they like, but it's just the way you were speaking to the ladies, which was kind of harsh.
So speaking on that, Brian, do you feel like you could have delivered your message in a different way?
I think I wanted to deliver it the way I did, right?
Okay.
Because if I'm coming on some softness, you're not gonna really grasp what I'm telling you.
That's a fact. Like, the fact that we still talking about this on 2 different occasions. She went on some live TV show. Well, she went on an actual daytime TV show to talk about, oh, he hurt your feelings. Woman got her feelings hurt because a man finally told her the truth for the first time in 35 years. And they thought that was worthy to get on a daytime TV show because a bitch got told the truth about men not wanting a woman with 3 kids by 3 different baby daddies. And now we still talking about this on another platform. So yeah, it hit home. If you would have said it nice like a little punk or something, she wouldn't have paid attention to it. Yeah, women only respect what alpha males say, and when they say it in an alpha way. Yeah, this hit her to the core. So yeah, he had to say it that way for it to hit home.
Right? And the thing about accountability is you want me to deliver it the way you want to hear it. Nah, the truth hurts. The truth hurts. You got to be able to embrace that. We as men, we embrace accountability. And women have to do the same exact
Women
thing
do
and not get
embrace
angry.
accountability. I'm not
and
angry.
Shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
No, women like Janae do not embrace accountability. How often do you hear women say they don't want to be judged?
That really touches my heart all over again because you can't judge me for being in that.
Right. Yeah, you can't judge women for anything. But y'all can judge us for everything. Our shoes, our height, or how much we make. You know, if our voice sound too light, y'all can judge us for every single thing about men. But don't judge her for doing something absolutely absurd. Having 3 kids by 3 different baby daddies. That was completely in your control. But y'all shame us for something that's completely out of our control, like how tall we are. And what our voice sound like. Get the fuck out of here.
Circumstance. You can't judge me.
So you're gonna tell me, oh, well, you got this many kids, I can't date you.
No,
but that happened 25 years
it's
ago.
not the number of
At what
kids.
point are you going to give grace?
No, because y'all don't give us grace. It ain't about giving grace. I mean, look, I'm not condemning you to hell. I just don't want to be in a relationship with you. You know what I mean? Y'all ain't gonna give a man grace for working at McDonald's, so I ain't gonna give you, you grace for having 3 kids by 3 different baby daddy. Grace. Get the...
Especially when they willingly come on a show that's based on judgment. It's like they want to box, but don't expect to get hit back. When these women dish it out, they expect you to handle a strong woman. But when it's time for them to get called out, oh, now we have to tiptoe around their feelings.
Aggressive and feel like men are aggressive when they're delivering what they're trying to say. Like, no, I wasn't disrespectful on the show, right? And maybe I could have delivered a little bit softer, but that's not the route that I chose.
You wanted to say something,
brother. The way you've been talking.
Hold on 1 second. James is gonna go.
I wanted to say something about that. I understand both sides. You know what I mean? Like, for me, I don't care if a female has a starting lineup.
Okay, let's he said he don't care if a woman has...
Recently, and for no reason at all, I asked Mint Mobile's legal team if big wireless companies are allowed.
He said he don't care if a woman has a starting lineup.
You know what I mean? Like, I've dated girls that have...
Of course, the fedora on the top of your head, like, yeah, you're giving simp vibes. You're giving, I feel blessed that a woman is even sitting next to me vibes. So you got to just take what you can get from a chick. I've been there. I dated a single mom when I didn't think I could do better. And it was the worst decision ever. Like, it's just pathetic, man. You can have a starting lineup. I don't care. Just give me a little something.
Have multiple kids, and I think that men think one of two ways. One is like, okay, you made horrible decisions. And then the other downfall could be, these are extra mouths to feed or bills, and for me, I love kids, like.
Look at that look she made. I mean, he just said something very reasonable. Something that a man will consider when he getting with a single mom. Those are extra mouths to feed. And she gonna stick her tongue out. What, is that not true? I mean, oh my goodness. And look at this goofball. She might be high or drunk or something. She gotta be. So she thought that was absurd to even consider the mouths to feed.
Look at her face. This is the type of man she attracts. The guy who has no problem with her lineup of children with different baby daddies. A guy who's willing to lower his standards to get with her. To simp jutsu his way into a woman's life. And Janae, she's not loving it. That face says it all. But she wants a man who is equipped. Remember? So it's not just the money. It's a man who fits her. And of course, that man has to get the approval of the sisterhood and social media.
I'm a kids person, so I don't mind dating a woman that has kids. So that's all I wanted to say is like...
Can I
simp jutsu?
Say something? Brian, I don't think your delivery was 100% wrong, but there is a difference between you as a type of man and there's another type of man. There's two different types of men.
Yeah, like the dude with the purple shirt and the fedora on the top of his head. Are those the two type of men? A dude who ain't gonna put up with the bullshit, who got standards and boundaries, and dudes who don't, who feel lucky that a woman is even breathing on them. Yeah, those are the two type of men.
It's your preference, and it's a man that knows that he comes into this world to be a leader, protector, provider.
Yeah, for his offspring, not 3 other men's offspring who are lesser than, a man with his stuff together.
Who also knows that you're going to take care of a family as a whole. It doesn't matter if they're your kids or it takes a village to raise these kids. I didn't take any judgment, but if you prefer a woman with 1 kid or you want some more with more kids, that's on
fine.
you. You're just not my person, and I'm not mad at you.
So why you keep talking to him? Like, why you keep trying to interject? Can I say something again to him? You keep trying to talk to him. I think you want him.
And I'm not even mad at the world. And I don't give a fuck about anybody. If we can
Oh, that went left.
keep it G.
Oh, that went crazy left. You know, don't judge me. I didn't take it personal. It's okay. That's just your preference. And I don't give a fuck if I'm going to keep a motherfucking G in this bitch. That went way left. Like, she just proven to him with every word I made the right decision by not picking her. Right, because these women's lives are a train wreck. 3 kids by 3 different baby daddies? Yeah. Nothing good is going to come from signing up for that. He like, damn, I dodged a bullet.
That's on
fine.
you.
Mhm.
You're just not my person, and
Mhm.
I'm not mad at you. And I'm not even mad at the world.
Let's watch this meltdown in slow-mo. Jesus Christ. Mary and Joseph.
And I don't give a fuck about anybody.
Okay. Well, do you give a fuck about your 3 kids? And you give a fuck enough to go on TV and talk about this, and then come on another show and talk about it again, and then on the show keep interrupting so you could talk to him again. So I think you give a fuck about this man sitting next to you. But I hope you will give a fuck about your 3 kids. So that's a weird statement. I don't give a fuck about anybody.
We can keep it G.
This is pure gold.
You know, I take care of my kids. They're well taken care of. I'm an independent woman. And I deserve a strong man who's ready to take care of a household. Not saying that that's not you. Or
See? She want him. I need a strong man who gonna take care of the household. But I'm not saying it ain't you. She keep contradicting herself. Oh my gosh, she want him bad. But I always say, when you reject a woman, that's just make her want you 10 times more.
no other man in this world. Everybody got their own opinion. And I respect you 100%. It is what it is.
That part is true. She do respect him 100%. She ain't lying about that.
This is pure gold. You really can't make this stuff up. Janae doesn't deserve anything. This is the entitlement of these modern women. Let me show you where this mentality comes from. Take a look at her Instagram. Over 16K followers, flooded with selfies. It's these.
Does this look like a mother? She's still trying to like simp trap. Well, not simp trap. She's still trying to pookie trap. She's trying to get pregnant again with the fourth one by the fourth baby daddy, I guess. Just think about this. This is a mother of 3, and her main focus is posting thirst traps on Instagram. I feel sorry for those 3 piglets. I really do. Thought ass mama.
Simp jutsu black belts like the one defending her in this video who boost her ego. Guys, when you're blowing up these women's DMs and liking their pictures, you're feeding into their delusion. She thinks she deserves a high status man because her ego is inflated by the attention of weak men. She thinks she's high status and she has the audacity to talk about living in reality. Get the hell out of here. You heard her. The man has to come in and take care of the household, a household he didn't build. Why in the blue hell would any man do that when he has the option to build his own family? And even if he doesn't have those options, why be a simjutsu master? Women like Janae will run all over you because you're weak. I bet those 3 baby daddies, they're all...
And let me, hold on, wait, hold on. And I respect that, I appreciate that, right? It's gonna be a special type of man that's gonna come in and take care of you and your unit.
A special kind of...
Yeah, I mean, a special kind of dumbass. A special kind of retard. I mean, look, it's this simple. Only a man who literally has no other options, a nigga who just got out of jail, a nigga who just down bad, is going to put up with that. 3 kids that aren't yours, even when you got 3 kids that are yours, you be ready to just pull your hair out and snap on somebody. So 3 kids that aren't yours, you don't need no more men, man. Just focus on your kids. Don't focus on Instagram. Delete the Instagram. And focus on raising your kids. Like, speaking of that, like, I hope you getting paid for this appearance, because you should be at home with your kids if you want. Instead of trying to convince this man to be baby daddy number 4.
Fool.
That's gonna take care of you and your unit, right? Because most men want to start their own family, all right? You know what I'm saying? So why would we come in and be a stepdad when we know if you have 3 kids, then I'm gonna be the 4th? You're gonna look at me like the 4th, even if I'm taking care of the house, right? Because they're not mine.
Yes, he is the 4th. Like, no, we ain't gonna look at you as the 4th. It don't matter how you look at him. The reality is I'm gonna be the 4th. Like, you don't know how to keep a man, or you don't know how to pick men. It's one of the two. It's only one of the two. And then I gotta hear about how I ain't the dad, even though I'm coming in taking care of your units.
You're not a baby daddy, you're a husband.
Thank you.
You're not gonna be a
You're
baby
the head
daddy.
of household. It's a difference.
I understand that, but I'm not their real father, right? So I'm
But
not their
that's-
biological father, right? So, and things come with that, right? It comes with, you may feel like, you know, I'm not raising your sons right.
Or you can't.
I'm a dead this right now. I had a baby daddy that told me in front of my child, I am not his daddy.
But he ain't. You can't make it up, man.
I don't need a nigga like that. I don't, and I said, nigga.
You don't want one.
I need a man who knows who's gonna come into a whole house. He's gonna take mine as he.
Check out girl face at the top right with the black sparkly turtleneck on. She like, this bitch is nuts. See, that's how any sane person face should be looking. Right there. Top right. When they hearing this nonsense. When the lady with the tattoos on her face is looking at you crazy, you know you done went 2 left. This lady right here, 3rd on the bottom row. This bitch got face tattoos and she looking at you like you nuts.
He's gonna take me as his partner. It's one, honey. When you find a wife, you find a good thing.
They love quoting that Bible. When you find a wife, you find a good thing. Man, if you find a good wife, you find a good thing. But not just finding some ratchet hoe from the projects that you married. That ain't finding a good thing.
This is pure gold. She really said it. When you find a wife, you find a good thing. You see? Guys, when a woman chooses a man, her selection process tells you a lot about her. Those 3 baby daddies, you're not going to tell me that they were all bad men. Because that says she knows how to pick them. What does that say about her judgment? Remember this?
A lot of the time, I go for the bad boys. Just point blank, I go for the bad boys. Those red flags that people always talk about, I ignore because the bad boys are hot.
No, the
When I debated Trump.
Oh, no, we don't care. We don't care, ma'am. Put this on mute. Hell no. Lord have mercy on America if she becomes the president. Hurry up and skip this. But yeah, they don't ignore the red flags. They run towards the red flags. Bars. The red flags are hot.
South because he takes away the pressure of being a good woman. The bad boy is an excuse, fellas.
I'm not living into society or social media. This show, and I appreciate you guys, because this is real life. You show me the real deal.
Yeah, she on something, y'all. But she do live in the social media world. Her whole life revolves around social media and those pics. I wish I could. Let me see if I can find it when they show her IG. She hoping these thirst traps will mesmerize you and not, pay attention to the train wreck that really is her life. She's going to try to hide the train wreck that is her life. And she hoping you just get mesmerized by those thighs. But look, Kendra G live. So let's see what they talking about over there. Washed up messes over there begging for a man on YouTube. Oh, God. Okay, anytime, I don't know if she a doctor or not, but it's just cringe. Just put Stephanie. We don't care if you a doctor. They never let you forget it. They got that DR on their name. You're going to hear it so much in a relationship with her, you're going to want to take DR out of the alphabet. You're going to get tired of hearing DR. They never let you forget it. They want to push it in your face. You being a doctor isn't going to get you a prestigious man or a high caliber man. It's a turnoff, if anything. But let's see what she's talking about. You just could have put Stephanie. Really. It would have helped you on the dating market. All that's going to do is impress the dusties, the so-called dusties who are going to try to use you. That's cringe. Just to keep saying doctor when you're trying to be looked at in a romantic light. Oh, God. Oh, what the fuck? So I got hyped up off this doctor thing. I know she could still have a doctorate or whatever. Like, hold on. I'm just saying, when you just push doctor in our face like that, I wanted to hear something that I could instantly associate with the DR dot. Look, I ain't getting into all that. What does that got to do with a doctor? Like, what do you have your doctorate in? Y'all can let me know below. Well, I ain't claiming to be the smartest man in the world, but elementary school administrator, the fuck that got to do with a doctorate? I feel gypped. A doctorate in education? Somebody let me know. Okay. I don't know how long the audio been off, but let's keep it going.
Any kids? I do. I have 3 adult sons, ages 27, 25, and my youngest will be 22 on the 17th.
Okay. All by your ex-husband?
Yes.
Okay. So we got Dr. Stephanie in Arlington, Texas, 50 years old, is a tourist. She's a school principal. I'm going to break it down simpler. Mom to 3 adult children, all by her ex-husband.
Yes.
What kind of man you looking for now, love?
Oh my, I am looking for a well-traveled man, someone who is a believer, a Christian, honest, intentional, someone who is extremely intentional at this point, who is not a narcissist or
Oh, here we go with these fucking buzzwords. You too old to be jumping on these recent bandwagons. Okay, 3 kids by her husband at 50. That's better. That's a better resume than most of these hoes that come on this show. But I wonder why they got divorced. Did she think something better was going to be out on the dating market? Well, she's starting to see that reality that it ain't nothing better out on the dating market. He gotta like to travel. Oh, boy.
a liar. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. So,
okay, what are your deal breakers?
Liars. Someone who requires, I guess, attention from a lot of different, or validation from a lot of different women. Yeah, someone who's unsure about themselves.
Okay. Should he look a certain way?
Yes. My preference is for him to be taller than me. I am 5'2.5". I'm typically attracted to guys over 6 feet, and I am.
Oh my fucking God. Ma'am, you're not attractive enough to ask for a man who's over 6 feet. You're 5'2". You too old for this, ma'am. You 5'2" and you gotta be 6 feet, and you half a century. You're half a century. Oh, man. But you're a doctor. That means nothing. Because you're still just a dingbat. Dr. Dingbat. That's so stupid.
I'm so sorry. It's just a preference, not a prejudice or anything like that. And just well groomed and able to put on a suit or just throw on something casual. But yeah, just kind of dress to impress.
Dress to impress.
Yes.
Should he make a certain amount of money?
Be able to have a passport, again, well traveled.
Nobody's trying to, like, none of them are humble. Like, it frustrates me that even unattractive women are like super shallow and superficial. It's frustrating. Why would a man, like, I'm not being mean, but we just having real talk, God talk. Why would a man travel with a 50-year-old unattractive divorcee with 3 kids? Just make it make sense. Somebody, anybody. Why would a 6'3" man, a 50-year-old 6'3" man with his stuff together in a suit, with a passport, divorcee, mother of 3? Like, why would he go to a tropical location with you instead of just picking up something young and hot at the tropical location? These women, they deserve to be alone. She got life fucked up majorly.
And just be able to take care of himself. So, yes. Okay. So I'm ready to travel.
If he doesn't have a passport, can you help him get one?
I will not help him get one. No, I will not.
So he has to already have a passport.
He should already have a passport, yes.
What's the age range you want to date, Stephanie?
48.
I knew she was going to go younger. Usually they go at least 5 years younger, but she probably going to say 48 to 55. They don't like going over 55, even when they're 50. Man.
To 60?
I'm shocked.
Okay, 48 to 60.
Yeah.
All right, Stephanie, let's do the Kendra Cam.
Okay.
Okay, Stephanie. All right. Keeping it in shape. We see you, girl.
Thank you.
So, Stephanie, when was your last relationship?
2 years ago, April.
2 years ago, April. You don't have to answer, but I'm going to ask, when's the last time you was intimate with someone?
I prefer not to answer.
Okay. Excuse me. 3.
What y'all rating the body? Let me know something. 1 to 5 in the comments. 1 to 5. Let me know.
Flaws you have to work on.
I can be stubborn.
That's a Taurus trait.
I'm determined, though. As much as I am stubborn, I'm extremely determined, which makes me a very loyal person. That's what my flaws, I guess.
Okay. That's only one flaw?
Communication, and I like to be right.
Well, yeah. What 50-year-old woman doesn't like to be right? You're stubborn and you like to be right. And you're not attractive and you're divorcee with 3 kids. I wonder how long she was married. He was good enough to have 3 kids with and probably be married with. Well, if she had all 3 kids, well, I don't know. He was good enough to have 3 kids with and be with for years, but he wasn't worth staying with. But then some 50-year-old dude now who coming in out the blue has reason to believe you're going to stay with him for the rest of your life? Nah, it ain't adding up.
Don't like to be wrong, but again, I'm
Masculine.
fully aware that I'm not right all the time. I don't want the cousins to get on to me too much, but I'm aware, guys. But yeah, that is my flaws.
Okay.
I own it.
Okay. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
I am empathetic. I'm a hard worker. I love hard. I am the biggest.
They always say hard worker. Like, men aren't looking for a hard worker when you're looking for a woman. Do they think before they? I don't think they think before they speak.
It's cheerleader in a man's corner. I will support him in every capacity. I am, I'm a go-getter. So a self-starter.
I'm assuming you don't mind if he has kids.
I don't mind. No.
Okay. Should he be in Texas?
I prefer that he is in Texas, but I don't mind traveling.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't mind traveling.
All right, let's do it. Dr. Stephanie, are you on the Kendra G Singles dating app?
I am not on the Kendra G dating app.
All right, you got to download it.
All right, I can't take no more, y'all. Follow me on the alternate platform. Links below: Rumble, Discord, Twitter. Join the membership. You get access to 2 to 3 exclusive live streams a week, if not more. Over 70 exclusive episodes you never seen. Videos 1 to 3 days early. Videos ad-free. And yeah, I don't know what else. Get out and vote for the Orange Man November 5th, or America is over. I hope the next time you hear from me, we both better people than we are today. Stay tuned tomorrow for a regular scheduled programming MDC episode at 2 p.m. Central Time. RB Sensei out. I'm leaving this one up live. This isn't going behind the membership paywall. What up, Highlander? Sorry you missed me. I'll be back soon.